Alright, so what's going on everyone, it's Augie, and before we get into the video, like always, if you are new to the channel, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on the post notification bell so you never miss out on another new video. Also, we just received the join button over here on YouTube, so if you want to support the channel even further, you can go ahead and do so. There are a ton of cool emotes and perks you get along with it, so if you want to go the full length in supporting the channel, and if you want to see more consistent uploads, be sure to join the channel by clicking the join button right below this video. Now, with all said and done, enjoy the video. So I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, know why we're all here, and that's simply because as of literally this morning, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Stone Ocean was officially confirmed for an anime adaptation. And when I tell you that I was literally on the edge of my seat waiting and waiting just like every other watcher during this live event for the announcement of Stone Ocean, it would honestly be impossible to describe the hype that is going through not only just mine, but every single fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure's mind during that announcement. And to take into account the massive amount of wait time from the end of Part 5 Golden Wind all the way just to the confirmation of the anime for Stone Ocean, it's been about over 650 days since the start of the Part 5 anime to where we are now with a massive blow anime announcement of Part 6. And it's crazy to think that with all things considered, that with this JoJo event, I believe it was said to last 2.5 hours, but it actually ended up lasting pretty much a roundup of almost 3 hours. And now sitting here with the actual reality of this happening, it's almost like a dream come true for myself and many, and I mean many others included. This part specifically is my personal favorite, although I still need to go through and read parts 7 and 8, but more so specifically on part 6, Stone Ocean just to myself personally felt the most unique and interesting within the JoJo series. And I absolutely love the premise and setting of the characters in the manga, so to know now that we'll be getting a part 6 anime, hopefully within a year or so, it absolutely leaves me in shock because if I'm being honest, I almost thought it was going to happen towards the latter half of the showcase of the event, but you know, hope was there and I had known that the possibility of it not being showcased was possible, but in the end, I still had hope, and hope is all I needed because this event was pretty much a big marketable event for the JoJo anime, and there was a lot of stuff that was interesting and a lot of stuff that wasn't so interesting, so that's why in today's video I brought along another good friend of the channel and JoJo expertise, Metas, so that he and I can discuss some things that we found to be interesting about this event and talk about what the future holds for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? My name is Metas. Thank you, Augie, for having me on the channel. The Joestar Inherit the Soul event was pretty okay, at least in my opinion. The event can be probably summarized as a very, kind of just a bunch of fans gathering in one spot to have fun with the series they enjoy. The anime voice actors clearly were all there to hype up for Part 6, and they even sang their songs from their parts with reacting to clips and other fan things that, a regular fan would do, because they're all fans of the series they take part in. Overall, the event was pretty enjoyable for everybody, even if it didn't need to be 3 hours long. Fluff aside, we are all here for the Part 6 anime announcement, and it was fairly short, with all the other Joestars present and being shown in this small little teaser to build up the fact that we're getting Part 6, really added to the hype of it all. Eventually, we are shown Jolyne and the title to Stone Ocean, the whole text being JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, with her voice actor revealed at the very end of it, saying her signature catchphrase. She eventually interacts with the rest of the Joestar family, that being the voice actors, and we get to know a little bit about her. And after that, really nothing else honestly happens. We got our announcement, we're hyped, Twitter blows up. It's the casual thing that happens when a JoJo part gets announced. Overall, the event was pretty damn good, having a combination of, kind of fan service with all the Joestars being there, promotional clips, to hype up the other parts, and the announcement of Part 6, and having some really good songs being played by the voice actors and the singers of those parts openings. Overall, the event was pretty okay. I give it maybe a 7 out of 10 in terms of enjoyment, but that teaser trailer though, 10 out of 10.
And with the many things revolving around the main course of the Joestar Inherited Soul event, Stone Ocean was clearly the biggest thing to come out of this event, and I mean, of course it was to be expected because it was obviously the most anticipated piece of information we could all receive from across this showcasing. And after almost over 2 years of waiting, it only made sense for the entirety of the internet to blow up from this, and I bet if you're watching this on the day of the premiere of the announcement, there is pretty much no way you can access something like Twitter without seeing JoJo. And that to me is amazing because of just how much of a dedicated fan base JoJo is. To see the community come together for this announcement really only happens once in a blue moon. I could only really imagine another time like this was when Bleach got announced last year, but other than that, the entire internet is blowing up over JoJo, and it's just amazing to see the payoff was there, and we will finally be getting access access to the Stone Ocean anime sometime within the near future, and I can't help but comprehend how everything is just going to be handled from here on out, and just thinking about the future of not only just part 6 but part 7 and part 8, which is debatably the two fan favorites of the series. JoJo just has such a bright future ahead for its series, and taking into account everything from parts 1 through 5, the animation alone is something that just keeps on improving, and with today's modern day aesthetic for anime, this could honestly fit perfectly with what JoJo goes for and the animation at David Productions. But one thing though to take into heavy consideration from this entire live event, even so the Stone Ocean anime was confirmed and the key visual was brought to the public, but as of this recording there still isn't any news regarding a release date for the series. So now it just comes to the simple question of just when should we be expecting part 6 to come out?
So when it comes to a release date for the part 6 anime, what can we expect? Well, personally speaking, and from my experience waiting for these animes to drop, I think part 6 will most likely come out in the fall to winter range of 2021. And I'm only saying that because, well, part 6 is actually getting announced at the same time part 5 was. Part 5, when it got released 2 years ago, came out in October, and assuming if it's going by the same scheduling, part 6 is most likely coming out in the same time frame, maybe. But to be totally honest, if it doesn't come out in October, I'm totally fine with that. You have to remember with an anime like this, and definitely in part 6, a lot of animation and care and polish is needed in this part heavily. So expecting a release date in 2022 and possibly not even early 2022 is actually pretty likely, but my money is on winter 2021, but at the latest early 2022. But with a certain pandemic rolling around, it could be possibly even later down the line, so who possibly knows at the current point in time. I'm just being optimistic. But to be reassured, we're getting a part 6 anime, so let's get hype.
And this really just goes to show that with a majority of anime and manga that's being focused on at the moment, a series like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is clearly a series that's heavily praised within and out of the community, and with everything that is going to occur within these next couple of years for JoJo, it gives so much time for part 6 and any future part of the series to build up on its own in due time for its further success in the nearby future. And literally, when it comes to JoJo, there literally just isn't another series like it, so if you're asking yourself just why the hype, well, I guess at this point, you and I are just gonna have to wait and find out what the future holds for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. And as always everyone, thanks to you all who made it to the end of the video. I hope you all did enjoy the video. I'm honestly beyond excited to see what's next for the entirety of this series, whether it be for part 6 of the anime and or any other JoJo related announcement. The future is honestly just looking so good for anything JoJo related. And again, thanks to the homie Metas for hopping on today's video. Make sure you all go check out his channel. Links as always will be in the description box down below. But anyways, make sure before you click off the video to drop a comment on your thoughts on the video and let me know your overall thoughts on the series of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and if you are hyped for part 6 of the anime. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join the Discord if you have not already. We got the Discord up and running again, so join the Discord in the link in the description box down below. Also, shout out to the first legendary member rank of the channel, the Meaning of Nerd. And with that everyone, my Twitter's at AnimeAugie, and I'll make sure to catch each and every single one of you guys in the next video. Peace.